Welcome back to the Retro Future, because for 80 points in the Horizon Retro Wave Series reward, you can go ahead and grab yourself the Hyundai NVision 74. What the 74 means, I have got no idea. So this thing has got itself a whopping 671 brake horsepower, 663 foot-pounds of torque, but it weighs a whopping 5,450 pounds with a 40% distribution and a displacement of 0 because it's kind of a hybrid of, well, electricity and hydrogen. Yeah, you heard me. This thing looks like it's straight out of Cyberpunk 2077, and also it looks like the modern old DeLorean at the same time, so I'm very, very confused. But it's certainly very, very cool indeed. It is currently a concept car and has a massive wing at the back. Going to the inside, it does look very much sort of more race inspired with a massive rear view mirror. My god, that goes on for ages. And now let's go ahead and take a listen to this thing. So here we are now over in the upgrade shop. We've got quite a fair few things for this. We're going to jump straight, I think, to motor and battery first to see what power we can get out of the stock motor. We've got ourselves 778, 885 or 992, nearly 1,000 brake horsepower. And then if we go make our way over to, where is it, conversion, we can go ahead and, oh, I was kind of hoping we could do a little bit of a motor swap, but nope. Apparently all we can do is make this thing all-wheel drive. Which makes me wonder, what would this thing have been like with a Rimac motor swap? Honestly, the answer to that's probably insane. In the meantime, going over to aero and appearance, you've just got the option to take the back wing off entirely, which, to be honest, I kind of prefer this thing without the wing. Now, that might be a sort of a hot take on this thing, but let me know what you think in the comments. In the meantime, our favourite local mechanic, Big Macintosh 72, has made us a tune for this thing, so let's go ahead and bring up the share code very, very quickly. There it is. Feel free to go ahead and download that for yourself, like I'm about to do right now. So nearly 40,000 credits later, we are now at £4,173 with almost 1,000 brake horsepower straight up at the top of S1. How this thing's going to perform is honestly kind of beyond me. And now here we are over at the paint shop. So going over to advanced, we actually have a couple paint groups to work with this time. Paint group number 1 being the main bit of the car, which is pretty cool indeed. And what is paint group number 2? Because I genuinely really do not know. Let's go ahead and see. We'll put it in a bright green. And oh, wait. Oh! Okay, it's this for some reason, and also what looked like neons around the edge of the mirrors. Okay, why? And of course, we only have ourselves only one manufacturer colour for this thing. Well, for now at least. Personally, I think it looks good in old Spectra Flame Red. Now, something I didn't realise about this is apparently it is a concept car developed by Hyundai, of which we all know, but it was based on the 1974 Pony Coupe unveiled at the Turin Auto Show in, you guessed it, 1974. So maybe that's the reason of the 74 on the back of this thing and in the car's name, but I don't know. But in terms of trying to find this thing, good luck. There's currently only one, although you can buy one at the moment from South Korea as an RC car. Oh, and by the way, nearly forgot, it costs you around $370. And away we go. We've now got basically 1,000 brake horsepower. We're up against a whole host of other various assorted vehicles. And as far as I was told, this thing doesn't like to turn very well. So this could be very, very interesting indeed. Oh my god, the understeer on this thing is horrendous. Wow, okay, this could get interesting. Okay, what do we have in terms of speed? 170. Come on, we've gotten past one Porsche. We're currently out in 4th, and we're tapping out at 191. Oh god, I've collided with the Beamer. Oh, hey, it's a Cupra. One of those got me to 1,000 views once. Speaking of, let's try and see if we can get this video up to 1,000 views as well, and maybe 500 likes. I know it's kind of pushing it, but you never know. Okay, there's a bit of America. We've collided with America. And now, past we go. This thing does not steer at all. Oh, wow. Past the neons, through the checkpoints, and out of the wall. Please stay out of the wall, stay out of the wall, stay out of the wall. Yes, we made a corner without clipping one. Let's go. Okay, 95% to go. We've only got one slight turn to go. The finish line's right there. And across we go with the weird thing that looks like a mix of 2020 and now. And we've finished with the first place in a time of 1:53. So here we are now back over at the good old upgrade shop, and what we're going to do is jump straight back to motor and battery. We're going to go ahead and throw that back up to nearly 1,000 brake horsepower, and we're going to try and attempt to make this thing a little bit of a drag build. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and of course make this thing all-wheel drive, and hopefully, just hopefully, we should have some drag tires for this thing. In fact, we do. That actually takes us back down into A-class with 1,000 brake horsepower. That is mad. Okay, so it's not quite 1,000, but come on, is that your horsepower away? Let's see, with the brakes, okay, the brakes take us into S1. So now I'm intrigued. Should I try and keep this thing as an A-class build? Oh wait, I can, because the off-road springs and dampers take that up to there. Actually, so it is hefty, so I'm going to just have to take it up into S1 for now and try and deal with that later. So here we are now with 4,139, which is a little bit lighter than earlier, I think. And again, back up to nearly 8,000 brake horsepower, but this time drag built. As to how well it'll go is honestly kind of beyond me at this point. And now all that's left for me to do is to go ahead and try and tune this really weird gearbox. Okay, here we are now back over at the back of the festival like normal. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of a wheel check out of this thing. And it weighs nearly as much as your average warehouse, so sadly we didn't really get anything this time. Yeah, I've got no idea what that says. Anyway, here we are over the edge of the good old drag strip. We'll go ahead and get ourselves onto some launch control, and away we go. Let's see what the 4,000 brake horsepower, well, 4,000 brake horsepower, I wish. Let's see what the 4,000 pound, nearly 1,000 brake horsepower warehouse can do. Hopefully something relatively decent. And through the camera at 182, which is not overly, quick, but off the end of the drag strip at 207. And now on the brakes, come on, they were meant to be good. So here we are back over at the upgrade shop once more. This time to go ahead and put this thing on to some good old-fashioned semi-slick tyres, which is what we usually do. And I honestly kind of want to change the rims, because the aero discs are cool and all, but let's see. Oh, wait, no, those fit the car. Those fit the car. We're going with them. And before I forget, back onto race springs and dampers. Oh, and something else that I probably should have mentioned is with full aero in this thing, you can go ahead and tune that too, straight from the good old tuning menu. So something I find pretty cool about this is it's got that cool little sort of, I guess, center brake light, which might also do the thing of lighting up when it rains, but we've not had rain yet, so I'm not too sure on that. In the meantime, here we are over at the edge of the motorway, so let's go ahead and get ourselves sorted onto launch control, and away we go. Oh my god, somebody just absolutely sent it into a bush. Okay, right, we're just going to go ahead and move away from that very quickly, shall we? Well, I say very quickly, we're currently doing 170. Away we go through all of the pretty cool palm trees and neons that look a lot better at night. But I'm having to record this during the day because my capture card still doesn't like filming at night, despite the new PC. And out we go at 246.14, which is actually pretty speedy for this thing, I'm not going to lie. But now we've got ourselves the downhill and speed camera to go, so let's go ahead, get going and see what we get. Alright, there's the speed camera, 266.71, going downhill, 269. Do we get 270? We do, 270. And I think that is probably going to be our top speed for this thing, because the poor old Dyson hand dryer is, well, probably very unhappy with me. So let's go ahead and get on the brakes quickly. And now we go and take this thing drifting. And as promised, the wing is back. Alrighty, here we are now over at the edge of the drift zone. We'll go ahead and throw in the NVision 74. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Try and keep it sideways, but this thing really does not like it one bit. Wow, okay. And out we go, 34,280 points for run number 1. And a very angry piece of steel. Here we go, going back in for run number 2. Hopefully we might get a little bit more luck. I mean, I doubt it, but you never know. We might actually just get one good enough lucky run. And we did. That was 37,000 and something points, which was honestly not too bad. But I was honestly kind of hoping for something a little better. Anyway, that is the Hyundai NVision 74. It is a rather interesting little thing. Now, a couple of things that I want to say about it are, it does look pretty cool. I like the fact that you can take the wing off. It makes it look arguably nicer. But I really just kind of wish we had the option to have a couple of different, I guess, electric motor swaps, or just to have the option to swap an engine in this thing, because just hearing a very cool exhaust note from this thing would honestly just be perfect. And if you want one of these off the production line, you're going to have to wait until 2026. In the meantime, feel free to grab this as the good old series award. It'll take you quite a fair bit of time, and it's honestly kind of worth it as a collector's car, but it is very understeery if you try and use this thing as an actual race build. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Like I say, thank you for watching. Tech out. See ya. I wonder what's next.